So good morning from day 5, Camino Invierno. It is Easter Sunday today, and we are off to a place called Quiroga from Arua. We didn't have any responses back at all from any of the accommodation options in Quiroga where we're going, so we've had to book an apartment on booking.com. It was also available on Airbnb, but we booked it through booking.com because it was actually about 20 euros cheaper on that. So that's where we're heading. It's going to be about 25 degrees Celsius today. It's going to be a challenging walk, lots of ups and downs, and 28 kilometers, but apparently it feels more like 35 because of the ups. So getting cracking now, and let's see how it all pans out. So we're about 7.2 kilometres into the morning's walk. We're pretty high up now actually, but it hasn't felt like that, and it hasn't felt like too steep a climb because the walk has all been on asphalt. It's a really quiet road. I don't think a single car has passed us. Yeah, it's pretty pleasant. No complaints. Just keeping on putting one foot in front of the other and ticking off the kilometres really.
I'm enjoying this walk.
So we're really high up in the mountains now. We're about 9.5 kilometres in. Been walking for almost 2 hours, and we're in a place called Os Albrados, and there's a water fountain up here, but also one of the people who live in the village, they've got like a little tea and coffee station set up where there's hot coffee, tea, some orange juice drinks and bits of fruit, just on a pay, on a donativo basis. Really nice touch, and really nice to come across as well, because I think refreshments are going to be few and far between up here today. So we're at the halfway point now, about 15 kilometres in. Just sat and had a rest beside the road, sat on a grass verge next to the asphalt. No cars have passed by today, zero. It's actually a really quiet road. The thing I do want to stress is that there is nowhere to go to the toilet here other than behind a tree. So make sure you're fully aware of that, and you get your morning business done before setting off. That would be my top tip. And in terms of refreshments, there's nothing only other than what we've got with us, and what some kindly residents in the villages have set up in terms of those donativo stations. Very warm, about 24 degrees. And about 3 hours of walking left to go. So yeah, that's my half-time update so far. So end of day 5, we left Arua about 8:30 this morning, and we arrived into Quiroga about 5 p.m. After we all read the John Briley book, we built it up to be something really horrific in our minds, but It wasn't as bad as we all feared it was going to be. It was challenging, you know, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't an absolute nightmare. I think that's partly because about 50% of the walk is on asphalt. Not busy roads at all, we hardly saw any cars, but just asphalt. It was still pretty, it was actually really, really pretty in places, and it just makes it so much easier underfoot when it's on that kind of terrain. Anyway, Quiroga this evening, it happens to be fiesta time, so we've got this like big procession, loud music, games and like amusement things happening apparently till 1 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know if we're gonna get much sleep tonight. We all showered up when we got in, and we did manage to have a little bit of a walk around and have a look. The last thing you want to do after a 30-kilometre day, which it was, is carry on walking. So I'm actually going to have an early night now. Whereas Gordon and Maureen have gone out, I think, for another beer and a glass of wine and probably a dance. So good on them. I don't know where they found that energy from, because we've got a 35-kilometre day tomorrow to Montfort de Lemos. So going to sign off now, get some beauty sleep, and start all over again tomorrow.